Joining me now is South Carolina Congressman Jeff Duncan and Stephen Halbrook, counsel to the NRA, author of the Founders' Second Amendment. All right, Congressman Duncan, you've been in politics for a while. You've gotten high ratings from the NRA. Does that make you corrupt?
No, it makes me a believer in the Second Amendment, the right of the people to keep and bear arms. I think these guys, like the police chief in Chicago and the governor in New York and even vice president, need to go back and have a history lesson, learn what our founding fathers said about the Second Amendment and why they put that in the Bill of Rights.
Well, I'll tell you, Stephen, I mean, you wrote a book that I've referred to many times on the Second Amendment. This whole idea of saying that we need to have liability insurance, $1 million, if we're going to get a licensed gun. I mean, does that strike you as constitutional?
Well, talk about being prejudiced against poor people and minority groups. Who can afford this kind of insurance? First of all, it won't be available. The insurance industry does not insure against criminal violence. But the black codes that he referenced disarmed African-American citizens. It was only when the 14th Amendment was adopted after the Civil War that these black codes were done away with. And now he wants to impose restrictions that are far more onerous than poll taxes ever were. The kind of insurance you're talking about, besides not being available, it's incredible to think about what it would cost.
Well, you know, they say, I mean, we looked into it, that it's, I don't know, $1,600 to $2,000 a year. But this guy really believes, Congressman, that we should take public opinion polls and that judges should refer to the public before they make decisions interpreting the Constitution. Is this guy out of his mind?
Absolutely, he's out of his mind. This is an infringement on our Second Amendment rights. We need to have a conversation in this country about mental health, about safe schools and how we protect our children and how we prosecute the crimes that where a firearm is used, why we don't take that all the way to the letter of the law. There are a lot of other conversations we can have in this country before we talk about requiring folks to have insurance policies to exercise the Second Amendment right. That's way out of bounds.
Well, unfortunately, Congressman, he's not the only one who said it. There are a lot of people, even in New York, an assemblyman who's submitted a proposal for that.